New year, new you. If you're one of those people who wants to look a little bit better, maybe refreshed, I don't know, but you don't want to go under the knife, there is now a liquid, non-surgical facelift. It may be the ticket. I don't know, Crystal Young.
You sound like you're not convinced yet.
I've heard, like, you know, to get the results, you have to go under the knife, but I'm open. I'm open.
Okay, so this is good. I like that. At least be open to the thought of the idea. Well, the thought is that you basically put down the knife and you pick up the injectables. So there are no sutures, there are no scars. It is definitely non-invasive. They don't put you under. It takes a while to get where you want to go, depending on where you want to go, but you can get there. Take a look.
Dr. Ariel Ostad has seen a huge uptick in people who want to look more refreshed but don't want to go under the knife.
So instead of getting a traditional facelift, they're using fillers and getting a liquid facelift.
You can actually correct the volume loss that's happened. And by adding volume in appropriate places, you can actually elevate the skin. You can lift the tissue. Aging really has to do with deflation of your support structures below your skin. So basically, when your muscles sag, when your fatty tissue diminishes, when your bones resorb, when you lose collagen, basically the skin ends up not being supported, and then it falls, and it leads to jowls, it leads to laugh lines, marionette lines, the brows drop. So the underlying mechanism is really loss of support.
Getting non-surgical results means ditching the traditional knife in favor of a needle.
We do that with use of what we call hyaluronic acid fillers. There's some other fillers. It can also be done with your own body fat, where you actually replace what's lost due to aging. And once you add that volume back in appropriate places, you're better support for your skin, and therefore the skin lifts.
Rena Silverman has been a patient of Dr. Ostad's for several year,s
I just kind of wanted to maintain a youthfulness, and it really started when you did the Mohs surgery, and I wasn't feeling pretty. And so just some tweaking here and there.
These before and after photos show some of her progress along the way. Getting the desired results takes time and patience.
We want to maintain the contour here. So what I had talked about was we're going to put a tiny bit of filler here. We're going to put a tiny amount of filler here to kind of pull your brow out.
Okay.
So we're going to do a little bit here, a little bit here. We're also going to do a little bit in here to push this back.
If you're considering a liquid facelift, you may be wondering, how long do results last?
Fillers are what we call biostimulatory fillers. So not only they stay there, but they actually stimulate your own collagen. So, and your own collagen is something that lingers for a few years.
Okay, great.
So, but I would say conservatively 1.5 to 2 years, and it's about really adequately filling these appropriate areas.
Don't forget, when it comes to fillers, the goal is to look as natural as possible.
Do you
There's
see?
difference,
Do you
yes.
see the lifting?
Yes.
And that was just with one syringe.
Wow.
The ideal result is when people look amazing, but you can't tell they've had stuff done. Especially when you compare it here.
So Rosanna, it's very interesting that, you know, it does sort of take some time, but these fillers a lot of times help you build collagen also. So doctors look at it as a twofold, you know, we're helping your own skin, and then we're putting something in and we're supporting the structure. But I have to say that not having anesthesia and not going under the knife is a big draw for people.
Absolutely.
So even if it's not as dramatic as just lift and pull and separate, you are definitely looking refreshed and you're looking better.
Right.
And I have to say, this doctor, I love his bedside manner.
Yeah, he's been on our show before.
Just even the way he explains things, calm, you get it. His website is phenomenal. So I feel like these are things you need to investigate. Feel comfortable with where you go and who you go to. But it is possible to have a little...
To get
nip tuck without it.
I know. A little option here.
Okay.
Option.
All right.
Thanks, Chris.
You're welcome.